Hey there. So one of the questions that we keep getting quite often from our e-commerce clients is that so they're looking to scale their e-commerce store and they have figured that SEO might be a good avenue to expand growth. And then they're asking like how much do they need to invest and what's the reward? Like, what's the financial reward for making that investment? And luckily with SEO, it's a numbers game, and by using some tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush, you could check the numbers of your competitors. You could look at the top performing competitors who are currently ranking at the top and see how many blog articles they have, how many backlinks do they have, and you can estimate how much they've invested into SEO to get the results that they're getting. And also with tools like Ahrefs, you can also see how much traffic they're potentially getting. And based on some simple math, you can just simply Google like what are the average e-commerce conversion rates, or you can look at your own conversion rates, and you can reverse engineer how much they've invested and how much they're making, right? And then you can make a decision like, is it worth over investing or investing the same amount to get the same results that they're getting? Is SEO even ROI positive in your niche? And I'm going to show you a quick example of how we do this, because before we take on a client, we usually try to understand like, is it even worth it to client to invest into SEO? We just recently turned down a client that was interested in hiring us, and we saw that they were in such an obscure niche, and it was more not business to consumer, it was a business direct to consumer sales, but it was more like they would have much rather benefited from just doing direct outreach to their target audience, because their target audience was so small, which is not the case with most e-commerce store owners. Like here I have this example here, roughramp.com, and they're selling dog ramps. So ramps for dogs to get onto beds, to get into houses, to get into cars, and so on. And yeah, I'm just going to go over the calculations, how we do this, and how you could do the same. I'm also going to link the calculation sheet to the description below if you want to use it for yourself. But please keep in mind you need to have access to Ahrefs or SEMrush to do these calculations to get the information. And if you're thinking that, oh my god, that's too much, you don't want to do that, you can either just email me and let me know. I can do this for you if I have the time, depending on your niche. Or it's just $100 a month. If you are serious about SEO, investing into SEO, if you're serious about growing your e-commerce store, you could just get Ahrefs for a month, or SEMrush. I will leave a link down to SEMrush. I think they still have like a 7-day trial, a free trial, so you don't have to really invest that much to see the numbers, to see the ROI potential for doing SEO for your particular niche. So in this case, I'm going to take the example of dog ramps. It's a super particular niche, and this is just only one type of product. And the example site here is roughramp. They are only selling dog ramps. So this is a small example. The financial reward is that big because, yeah, as I said, they're only selling one type of product. And this product, the main keyword for the product, gets 12,000 searches every month in the United States alone. And let's see, right now they're ranking position 38. And yeah, like if I open their website up, so in my calculations, what I want to see, I want to add the numbers for roughramp. I want to see how many articles do they have right now, how many blog articles, and how many backlinks. And the whole idea is to compare the gaps. Look at your competitors that are outranking you, how much traffic they're getting, how many backlinks do they have, how many blog articles do they have, and then calculate how much does it cost. You produce the same amount, and then you compare it to yourself, like how many articles are you lacking compared to competitors, how many backlinks you're lacking, what's the cost, and what's the revenue potential. And I'm going to go through this example real quick with you. So roughramp, in their case, like their DR is a 5. So if I look at their site with Ahrefs, what I want to see is like how many decent backlinks do they actually have right now. So if this was your site, you would do the same. So you could just go to backlinks. And now here you need to do some filtering. Just press on to follow. We're only just do follow backlinks because these are the ones that move the needle. Now also for the DR, add filter of 20, because we want to look at the backlinks that actually are high quality. Anything below 20 is easy to beat, so I'm not interested in those. So yeah, the main filters, do follow backlinks with a DR or domain score of at least 20 and only one link per domain. And right now they have 3 backlinks. I'm not going to go into analyzing the backlinks for simplicity's sake, but yeah, let's say 3 backlinks. So I'm going to mark down that our hero site has 3 backlinks. Now I want to look how many blog articles do they have. In order to know that, I'm just simply top pages And this is going to show all the URLs that currently Ahrefs has managed to pick up. And I'm looking for blogs. Because I only have 11 URLs here, I see that they have no blog articles. So yeah, no blog articles as of yet. So yeah, let's type in 0 for the blog articles. And let's say that I know that they're like, I'm only interested in the organic traffic revenue here is 5,000 because I see that they're getting around 300 visitors. Yeah, 300 visitors a month. So yeah, based on that, I'd estimate that they're probably making because I saw that their average product costs $200. You would know this information for yourself, but yeah, mark these down for themselves. And also these are fixed here, cost per article, like if we need to build blog articles to improve the relevance and topical authority. So I would estimate that the average article costs around $200 and the average backlink costs around $250. And why this is important, we'll get to it, probably already understand. Now what we want to do is we want to look at the few competitors. And if I look at the same keyword here, dograms, I want to scroll higher to see who are ranking at the top and what are they doing, what are their numbers. So I found two sites. This is dog quality here in the second position after Amazon. And so I marked down their site, but although and also another site I wanted to find someone that only sells dograms as well, like our hero site. So this is doggorams.com. And I opened up both of these sites, so dogquality.com and doggorams. And for simplicity's sake, I'm not going to go into their other products, but what I want to see is this dog quality, for example, like how much traffic they're actually getting is 13,000, but I'm only interested in the traffic to their product pages. So I'm not interested in blog articles, and you can easily filter this out. So if you, on Ahrefs, you go to the left here and you press on dog pages, you can see all the pages that they have that Ahrefs indexer has managed to crawl and find. And from here, I usually want to do is I want to see how many blog articles do they have. And I'm looking for traces of blogs. So blogs, usually I see that their blogs have this /blogs/ in the URL. So I want to filter this out to see how many they have in total. So I'm going to add a filter for URL, content, apply, show results. I see that 159, they have 159 blog articles. So I'm going to write it down. Dog quality has 159. And now the second thing to check is where's dog quality? Over here. So I want to take out all the blog articles because I want to see how much traffic they're getting to their non-blog articles. Not getting 11,300 searches a month, every month, to their mainly product and collection pages. So it's 11,300 is the traffic they're getting. I've already marked this down here. And I'm estimating that the amount of conversions is 2.5% of that traffic, which is the average for e-commerce. Usually the average is between 2.5 to 3%. So I'm using the lower number. And this means that they're getting around 283 conversions per month from this organic traffic. And this will lead to a 12-month revenue, to an annual revenue of around 678,000. Bear in mind, these are just estimations. These are the best guesses that I can make. Like, you can always go into more detail, but I'm only interested in the ballpark numbers here. And of course, you also want to see how many backlinks do they have. And in order to do that, I do the same process as I did for our hero site. I go to backlinks. I'm only interested in do follow backlinks with a DR of at least show results. And now I also want to see one link per domain. I see that they have 179 backlinks. So I'm going to mark it down on the sheet here. So 170 links. This many blogs, this many backlinks, this much traffic, this many conversions, this is the revenue, this is the link cap, content cap. And the gap, so the cost to fill this gap to reach out or to match the amount of blog articles and quality backlinks that they have is around $76,000, which might seem like a lot, but then think about they're getting around this much in revenue in a year from organic traffic alone. So it's 9-to-1 return on revenue investment, or return on investment in terms of how much revenue it's generating. So of course, although you have to invest quite a lot of money, you would stand to get a lot of revenue organic from this. And also bear in mind that I'm just looking at the headline numbers here. You don't probably need to generate this many articles to be able to beat these guys or to match these guys. Probably they've created a ton of articles that don't do anything for them. So if you're better at due diligence, if you're better at SEO, you probably don't need this many. But this is just for I want to do conservative estimation. I'm going to estimate that we're as good at SEO as they are, although we always try to be better. because we can also see from their site, like if we go to top quality and we look at top pages, we can also see which articles are not bringing any traffic to them at all. So yeah, you see there are tons of articles, blog articles, traffic here is 0. So you might not want to do these things. So I would say this is inefficiency, meaning that many of these articles you don't actually have to grade. And then the second example was Doggo ramps. So this is a competitor, only sells dog ramps. The traffic is lower. I did the same research for them, like how much traffic they're getting only to the product and collection pages. It was 3,000. How many blog articles do they have? How many decent backlinks do they have? What's the conversions, the annual revenue from organic traffic estimation? Yeah, and yeah, the cost to beat these guys or to replicate the same results is around 2,000. But again, like I would estimate that not all of the links that I found were like purposefully built. Probably like both of these competitors receive many of the links that they have here automatically or by accident, which is what's going to happen to you as well. You don't need to deliberately build 47 links in most cases, because like usually like a big chunk of links you're going to get naturally, like through partners linking out to you or some crawlers picking up your site and so on. So in most cases you don't need to actually build that many, so meaning that gap isn't that big in terms of dollar value. But yeah, this is the overall process, how to estimate like what's the gap cost, so how much does it cost to match your competitors, and what's the revenue that they're probably making from organic traffic. Also, of course, you can always adjust these. As I said, I used 2.5% as conversion rate. You would know your numbers better, and I used the average cost of the product here. But yeah, this is the exercise that I do, and what I'm interested in is knowing, like, is there like a significant gap? Is it like at least a 5-to-1 ROI in the first year? Because with SEO, usually if you make the investment, the results are not going to only last for 1 year. They're going to last for much longer. So yeah, I do want to see that there's like a significant gap here, that it's at least a 1 to 5, meaning that there are very high odds of SEO being like a lucrative channel, like a positive ROI, positive return on investment, positive marketing channel. And yeah, so this is a good exercise to do. And this is also why we ask for the names of the competitors. Like when we do onboarding to clients, or when potential client comes to us and asks for like, hey, like, can you do SEO for me? We ask for like, hey, can you name a few of your competitors? And if they can't, we will try to research the competitors by ourselves to see the potential. We see where the top rankers are, how much traffic they're getting, how much money they're potentially making, where is the client, what's the gap, backlinks, content, and how much does it cost to fill. Then we ask the client, hey, what's your budget? And let's say that it's like, this case, 1,000, and the client has a budget of like, I don't know, $500 a month. Then we're going to tell you, sorry, we're simply going to be able to do that much for you with 500. We can't really work on campaign. You would need at least like a 2,000 a month. Then within 1 year, we would be able to get you to the first page with many of your keywords and have like a significant impact. Because yeah, most people, like, they try a marketing strategy for a few months and then they quit before they see any results. But with SEO, results do take time. We have different strategies that we implement to get results as fast as possible, especially if you're already an existing site. But yeah, like as you see, it takes time to fill the content gap or fill the link gap and content. And yeah, the more budget you have, the faster you're going to catch up with it. But it's really good to know what is the gap, to know that is it even worth going up. Because let's say if you only have 5,000 to invest into SEO, then maybe it's not worth going up, trying to keep your niche. Although, like, if you're really smart and if you know what you're doing, you might be able to find the weak spots of these competitors to try and go there. Because one easy example for that, although I didn't estimate blog articles as to convert at all in this example, but like with these cases where we see that our client has a budget and they're up against behemoths or Goliaths in their industry, we start out with doing blog articles that have high odds of converting. So these can be like best X for Y articles. So let's say like we could do like, let's say we're working on the hero site here, and we will do an article like best dog ramps in 2024, for example. It's like a listicle article, and we would list the client's ramps as the options. We'll also show the competitors' options for integrity's sake. But yeah, like this, and it can be much easier to rank with this type of listicle article, especially if the competitors of our client do not have articles like this already. So yeah, there are many strategies, but overall, like, this is an exercise that I do recommend that you do before you get serious or start to invest some serious money into SEO. Sweet. Thank you. If you have any questions, leave them into the comment down below, or you can, from the description, you can see my email. You can also email questions. Thank you. Have an amazing day.